What's going on, CALIVEGANs, and welcome into another episode of the CALIVEGAN podcast. I have participated into an endurance calisthenics competition, and I'm going to share my story today. How did I do? How the competition work? And what are some, learning and application that you, as a beginner in calisthenics, can apply and learn from. All right, and before we get into that, I also need to prepare my first set. I didn't put the bands, I forget. But anyway, before we started, as always, a little bit of vegan controversialism, because I have this post when I share what I eat, mostly every day for lunch on my Instagram, stefanovegancalisthenics, and someone says like, oh, pasta is not vegan, pasta has got eggs in it. So I'm going to be quick, I'm not going to elaborate too much. But first of all, I want you to know, what do you think about pasta? Do you think it's got eggs in it? Because that for me is complete like nonsense. Since forever, like bread, pasta, noodles, the basic version of them is without eggs. Right? Then you have the egg version. Absolutely fine. Right, so I want to know in the comment, what do you think about, what's your idea about pasta and bread? Like, does it have eggs in it? But anyway, I think that is very stupid to like think that, you come to my profile, you see that I'm vegan, you see that I'm an animal rights activist, I'm really into veganism, I'm a fucking level 1 million vegan. And you don't think that I read the ingredients of the package, right? But anyway, it's crazy. So let me know. So the other thing is that I saw a post about pull-ups, and he was commenting on the fact, like being kind of sarcastic and making a joke, that women are not able to do pull-ups. In average, the number of pull-ups that women can do is 0. And I commented that it's the same for men. I'm sorry guys, but it is kind of very upsetting that people is so weak, especially men, because naturally men are stronger than women. But obviously, if you don't do nothing throughout your life and you're inactive, your strength disappears. Your natural way of being strong disappears. In fact, I had female and male clients, and female take very, very long time to get their first pull-ups if they are beginners. Men do it quicker. All right, but this doesn't change the fact that most men that come to me, I only work with men, none of them can do pull-ups. Almost none of them can do pull-ups at the beginning. So, you as a man should look at yourself and like, what's going on? Look at society. You are a society of weak. I'm not. I'm strong. I have I've chosen many times hardship in my life, not only in training. So I don't consider myself as a weak individual. All right, but if you're a man and you cannot do pull-ups, wake up. Let's go. First set. As always, I didn't check it. So last week we did 3, 4, 4, 4. Let's go 4 into 4 straight away. And then we talk about my experience in the competition. Right. Good stuff. 4 minutes rest. That was good. If you are watching on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Let's help this podcast move forward. If you're watching on Instagram, same thing, but you can also share on your stories. And another bad news, I'm still banned from live, actually been extended for another 30 days. And yeah, so here is what was the competition. So the competition, it was a strength endurance calisthenics competition, and there was a circuit to do in less than 5 minutes. So over 5 minutes you're disqualified, and then the 4 best times would move forward and match up into like a one, face-to-face, one-to-one battle with a different circuits. But the main circuit that I have done was, without releasing the bar, 5 muscle ups, 20 straight bar dips, and 10 pull-ups, right? These without releasing the bar. Then 30 bodyweight squat, which honestly, I mean, this bodyweight squat thing is, I don't know, it's funny. Like they should have like something that's more difficult, or just don't do the bodyweight squat. I don't know. It seems stupid to me. And then 30 push-ups. After the 30 push-ups, 5 muscle ups. And I already knew that those 5 muscle ups were going to be very difficult after all that in such a short period of time. Then 20 body weight squat again. Dips on parallels, 25 dips. And then back to the pull-up bar and ending with 10 pull-ups. So it sounds hard. It was hard. I knew it was going to be hard, but I found out about the competition just one day before. But it was a long time I wanted to compete in calisthenics, and at the end of the day, it is a long time that I'm training and getting stronger. And I wanted to jump in. I could have participated to the amateur one, which was easier, but it was just like pull-ups and push-ups and dips, and I think it was going to be not a lot. It wasn't going to be a big challenge for me, so I wasn't going to settle for such an easy competition. The other thing was that it was 7 months almost, like from summertime, that I don't train muscle ups, and probably when I haven't been training muscle ups specifically for even longer than that. So these tell a few things. Of course, that I wasn't prepared for this competition at all. I don't even do this kind of endurance training, but it tells us something important about training, that some people in calisthenics make the mistake of thinking that in order to achieve a specific exercise, all you have to do is that exercise, and we forget about the overall strength. Okay, so meaning that if you keep getting stronger, like somehow you are able to do all these exercises. Of course, you will have to train them to develop that specific strength and technique, but everything goes up together. In fact, I've been able to perform muscle up with very good technique, especially the first ones, even though it was a long time I didn't train them, right? Because strength is really your body learning to exert strength and fire up the muscle fiber in an efficient way. Second set, let's go. Because I'm talking, I'm getting lost. So I did 4. Anyway, we're happy to do long resting time today. Also, I've noticed that from the video it looks like I don't get my chin over the bar. Trust me, I do, because I actually touch the bar with my chin. Because from the video, because it's slower, it looks like I don't get up there, but I do. I'm not cheating. So if you want to watch my full set, go to my Instagram, stefanovegancalisthenics, and you will find the full set. However, I didn't manage to do it within the 5 minutes time. Mainly because, as I said, I knew that 5 muscle ups after all that, without resting, they were going to be easier, difficult. But fuck, I didn't expect to be difficult to the point that I would fail most of them. I think I failed all of them just because of the rules. But I was actually able to do 3, but I made one mistake because I was resting on the top of the bar before going back down for the other muscle up. And then another muscle up, instead of releasing the bar after extending completely at the bottom, I released as I went down. So that's another broken rule, another fail, another strike. I don't know how you want to call it. But yeah, mainly I wasted too much time trying to get the muscle up and resting. And in the future, if I want to finish the circuit with experience, I could have just failed the muscle up, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do them. So I should have failed the muscle up, get the penalty in the time, and just move forward into the dip. So I finished the circuit in 6 minutes. But yeah, that was motivating. Now I know what's expected, and I'm still very satisfied with my performance, guys. Like, not being, I didn't train for it specifically. It was a long time I didn't do muscle ups. My first competition, I signed up a day before. Know nothing about it, so but I was confident that I could do something, but I must say that it gave me really perspective of what the level can be. Because here's the thing, so first of all, you had guys that finished this circuit in like I didn't remember the time, but I imagine some of them did it in like 3 minutes and a half. Absolutely crazy, like no stop, no breaks, just boom, 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 reps. And that's crazy. But the craziest part, if the 4 people that got the best times went into do the finals and semifinals. So some of the ones that got in the finals, they had to do 2 circuits of this kind, which is crazy. Actually, the final started with 10 muscle ups. And the guys that got into the finals, they've been able to do the 10 muscle up, both of them in a row. And they were almost going at same speed. Actually, the finish line was very close. But the absolutely crazy level. In fact, I actually, to be honest, I thought that I was going to be able to kind of win. Because like in the reality and like normal life, let's say, I am very strong. I'm stronger than most people, even when I go calisthenics park. But in this competition, I thought it wasn't like very high level. Actually, the Spanish champion showed up. There was people coming from Barcelona and other cities of Spain. So the level was actually very, very high. And again, I think I'm very satisfied with what I did, and I'm ready to do better. Physiques there were like great, guys, absolutely great physique. And this, goes to show that there are different way of training that is going to get you results. Another thing, like going to this competition really motivated me to change how I do things in a way that I actually disliked in the past, and I still do probably. But it motivated me to train more strength endurance and high reps, because I want to compete and and in order to compete and do better, I will have to get better on them. So for you as a beginner, you have to understand, because many people make the mistake of not having a goal. Some people think, oh, I'm just working out and feeling good, right? You might do some circuit, you might do some pull-ups and push-ups here and there. You have times in which you do well, and then you drop off your plan. And the reason is that you don't have clarity. You don't only don't have clarity, but you don't have a direction. You're not moving towards a goal because your workout is unorganized and doesn't really make sense. Okay, so if you fall into this category, it's very important that you make your workout not only make sense and effective, but also have that goal of for me right now has been, okay, I want to compete and I want to do better, but it doesn't have to be like that for you. For you, could start with, I want to do more repetitions, right? I want to go from 5 to 10 pull-ups, right? And having these goals and going towards them will allow you to stay more consistent and more disciplined, even in your low time. Why? Because when you don't have a direction in your low, and you're not really going towards a goal in your low time, it's easier to give up, because anyway you weren't really going towards a clear objective, a clear goal. But if your path and your journey in your training is clear, is going towards a direction, in your low moment, in your more difficult moment in life, you will have that part of your brain that's going to tell you, now it's difficult, but I don't want to give up my training. I don't want to give up my upward curve to success, because if I do give up, then I need to go back, and I will take longer to achieve my goals. All right, so that's very important, to have goals and have a clear plan and have an effective plan in order to be more disciplined and more motivated to work out. So we did 4 and 4 and 4, right? I did 3 sets, didn't I? Yes, I did 3 sets. So last week I did 4 sets. I definitely need to do another set to match, at least to match what I've done last week. Or if I can do 4, actually I'm going to be able to do 4 actually. I can do 3 and then 1. Let's try that. All right, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yes, boy. Yes. Nice. So obviously I started to research a little bit more what are the experts on this field doing in order to get to this level. And I was a little bit surprised, but I shouldn't have, because my knowledge matches that idea, right? But I was expecting that all these people that do this kind of competition were actually focusing mainly on doing endurance sets and very high reps. But that's not true. That's not true. Actually, most of them, and I didn't find a lot of information about it, but anyway, this concept makes sense. Most of them say that it's not effective to focus on doing a lot of endurance only. The reason being is because at the end of the day, the endurance and doing high reps is, a way of conditioning yourself to be able to do something that you can already do, but for a bigger volume. So what does this mean? It means that if you cannot do push-ups, you won't be able to do 30 push-ups in a row, okay? And doing knee push-ups, a lot of knee push-ups, to get to do 30 push-ups doesn't make sense. What's better is keep getting stronger, right? Because if you do pull-ups with 60 kilograms like me, then normal pull-ups will feel easier. And then you can work your way up on increasing the volume, okay? This is also a message for beginner, because often beginners, when they get to calisthenics, they do pull-ups, push-ups, perhaps dips, and basic exercises, which is good. But what they do is they focus on high reps and they focus on going to the maximum, okay? And that's actually trying to work your strength endurance, fatiguing your muscle. But you are, in my opinion, slowing down your progress, because progressing in strength would be quicker if you do lower repetitions, you keep it low, okay? And then as an add to that, you will do easier exercises at higher volume, okay? But by focusing on lower reps, you will make a quicker progression in strength from easier to more advanced exercises, like going to assisted pull-ups, to pull-ups, to weighted pull-ups. You will make that progress much quicker if you keep the intensity higher, the volume lower, the resting time longer, and you have that as your main focus during the workout. So first of all, it's time to do a set. So it is 3 plus 1. That's good. And then we have tuck raises. Okay. And so yeah, so in general, and I've been in general, to progress in calisthenics, it's better to have this focus on strength. All right. So what I've learned from these endurance people is that what I should do in order to make my workout more specific, to be able to do these endurance circuits and endurance sets, is not changing it completely, but rather keep focusing on developing strength. I will definitely have to do muscle ups in my training. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to implement them, because the reason why I work out at home is to save time. I do go at the gym on Friday, but the gym doesn't really have a good bar for muscle ups. So I'll see how I'm going to work around that. But the only thing that I will really have to do is focus on doing some high repetition work as complementary, right? So like, for example, today at the end of the workout, instead of doing weighted chin-ups with 10 kilograms, which I was doing at 10 reps, I'm going to do body weight instead, and trying to stay on the 15 plus repetition range. And then when it's time to when I'm getting closer to competition, what I'm going to do is a day of endurance. Okay, so now I do push, pull, legs, and then upper body. I'm going to do pure endurance on the upper body day. So starting my workout with high reps, finishing my workout with high reps. And then I think it's also another idea, a few weeks before the competition, only do a strength endurance based workout for the for the whole week for sure. It's better to be specific at the end. But the main concepts that stay the same. Get stronger first, and then use that strength to develop volume on easier exercises. So I'm very glad that there is information out there from other athletes about this. It did give me clarity, because also the reason why it's important to focus on strength first to develop strength endurance is because at the end of the day, strength endurance is the ability of maintain the work, and is the ability to keep working on that exercise and repping on the exercise as you are developing fatigue and lactic acid and lactate into the muscle. So basically the ability to for your muscles to recover. That's really what strength endurance is. You're not getting stronger while doing strength endurance, or partly you are, but it's not the most effective way to do it, because otherwise all the people that are able to do, for example, 200, maybe you probably, there is a lot of beginner of people that work out at home that perhaps are able to do, their 100, 200 push-up, maybe 500, but then you're not able to do dips with 40 kilograms, 60 kilograms, 70, 80 kilograms, right? So here's the thing, strength first, and then based on your strength, you drop the intensity and you try to develop volume around those easier exercises. So the good news for me is that I really haven't done that type of training ever. So I can see myself making some kind of quick progress. I mean, I'm not for quick progress, guys. I'm all about progressing over time. I don't care about speed, but it's also true again that actually strength endurance is quicker to develop compared to strength. So what we got here? 6, 6, and 6. We're going for the fourth set. And CrossFit, for example, is a good example of ineffective way of building muscle and getting stronger, because this is a complaint that I found in many people I talked with about building muscle and getting stronger in calisthenics movement that were into CrossFit. So some of them, they really develop good legs. Why? Because inside of a CrossFit circuit, usually the hard parts are deadlift, squats, perhaps Olympic weightlifting like clean and jerk, and snatches. But upper body, there's not a lot of strength focused work there. In fact, what they do, they don't even get to like a good level in body weight, right? Obviously the top elite guys probably do, but overall, usually the people that go there and train, they don't get to approach training like that, and they start doing muscle ups with keeping using your legs to get on top of the bar, and they just stay there. They stay there and they do these kept muscle ups forever. Same thing with pull-ups. Yeah, sure, they can do pull-ups, but they get people that cannot do pull-ups to do pull-ups with this kept motion, right? So they are already going into performing high repetitions for an exercise they're not even able to do, properly with its pure form. Okay, so and a more effective way to train would be focus on your strength first, be able to do muscle ups and pull ups, and then, if you want to do CrossFit. What do you think about CrossFit? It's my girlfriend's opinion about CrossFit.
CrossFit is very, very, very. ¿Cómo es?
No, you tell us. Tell us something about CrossFit. Because she was doing CrossFit.
Muy rápido.
Very fast.
Very fast. So that's why I think it's very injured.
Prone to injury.
Prone to injury.
Prone to injury as well.
With no technique. Good technique, no.
Exactly. So this is another thing that shows that it's not an effective approach to training, and it's a little bit of a mess. So I think when it comes to strength, it's not a sport. We need to focus on that progression over time, and focusing on developing strength at low volume, higher intensity is just help you, whatever is your goal, into the other areas of strength. It could be also CrossFit circuit, your goal. It could be that, but there should be a specific strength training focus in order to then develop volume on easier intensity. Because if your ability to work is already here in terms of how high you can work, once you go down here at the volume, at the intensity you need to work on for a higher volume, obviously it's going to be easier to develop volume. Oi, oi, oi. So, 666. What happened today in my workout? Did I progress? Yes. I added 1 rep after my last rep of 1 arm pull up. So just 1 repetition added with a little stop between the 3rd and the 4th, but it's still progress. This exercise stay the same, but we don't necessarily care, because this is a complementary and secondary exercise. Do we want it to progress? Yes, but we accept that the secondary exercises are just that, secondary, and as long as you are performing them at the volume intensity that makes sense to your workout, and you're getting close or to failure, it means that you're doing a good job. Could I push a little bit more to progress on those exercises as well? Yes. For example, I could have done 5 sets instead of 4 sets, but I don't want to do it because I'm happy with the little progress that I've done. Also, doing more sets means more fatigue, higher risk of injury, longer recovery time. So that this fatigue is accumulated and maybe affects my Friday workout. I'm just happy with this. It's not wrong, it's not right. It's just a choice I've made for my own workout. In the end of the day, this is something that's also very important, and people sometimes that are lost in their fitness journey, perhaps these people that look for a personal trainer, they don't understand that, okay, guidance is good, a plan is good, but you only know yourself. You only know how your body is reacting to the workout. Okay, expecting that a personal trainer or a coach knows exactly how many like reps and rest time you have to take and how to progress from one week to another, it's wrong for a couple of things. First of all, again, it's your body. It's not your coach's body. He doesn't really know what's going on inside of you. And the other thing is that you are never going to be free. You will be always stuck with some kind of coach or personal trainer. So let's approach my first endurance kind of work inside of the workout. I think we can just do 15 reps. So I'm happy if maybe I can do 3 sets of 15 for my chin-ups. That would be good to do. Another thing that I could do is actually do weighted chin-up and then get off the vest. But no, let me just do body weight. I don't even know if I can do 15, so. Whew. 15. Not easy, definitely. The resting times. So you would think that short resting times are good for strength endurance, and you can use short resting time to develop fatigue and work on your strength endurance like that, but you need to consider then that perhaps the intensity needs to be even lower, right? So if I wanted to do this, I should have done less repetitions, right? Because I feel like I was close to failure there. So if I want to spread the volume again, like working on endurance, guys, it's easier than working on strength, because endurance really is about volume. You can do supersets, you can do drop sets, you can do anything that you want. You can go to failure, take longer rest and try to go failure always though at if you do that, you definitely need to do more than 15 reps. Or not actually, because for example you could do 5 reps, but you do a lot of sets. For example, for muscle ups, that would be a better way to do it, because it's a difficult exercise and I wouldn't be able to do like 15 muscle ups. So I would do 5, rest, 5, rest, 5. But if I want to develop endurance, I cannot do only 3 sets, I need to do 10. How's the shredding going? So
sexy.
I kind of have had a double cheat day this week. So today when I weighed myself, I wasn't really lighter. It was a bit heavier than than last week, but I also think it's just because I ate a lot yesterday, right? So I'm expecting my weight to go down the following days.
Hamburger.
Huh?
Hamburger and fried potatoes.
I had hamburger, vegan burger of course, with fried potatoes the first time. Like they gave me a portion like this, like fried chips, and I had 2 chocolate cereal with milk during the day, a bag of popcorn. What else did I have? You know, some fruits and some chocolate that I go snack on. Yes, I definitely had double cheat day this weekend. Alright, can I do 15 again? Ah. 13. And 15. All right, not bad. So we did 15. +2. When you're stuck with your progression in training, you're trying to build strength and muscle, but you know, every time you go to work out, you're always stuck at, I don't know, maybe you're doing pull-ups, 8 repetition, 9, and over the week it stays the same. There are a few things to consider. First of all, are you maxing out your first set? Because if you are doing that, that might be the problem. Because maxing out at the beginning of your workout is not good, because working out is a way of optimizing your energies, spread your energies, so you can give your body a good stimulus to adapt to. Failure is good, but it has to be spread out during the workout. If you start with failure, you're destroying your ability to having an effective workout. So if your pull-ups set are, for example, 3 sets and they go 9, 6, 4, you're not training properly. A better way would be, 6, 8, 7, okay? 6, 8, 9, okay? So better to save yourself and do more in your last sets, so this way you accumulate more effective training volume. Okay, so that's one thing. And the other way, okay, so let's say instead you are doing properly but you're stuck, like 8, 8, 8, you keep doing only 8. In order to progress, you can add sets. If you cannot add repetitions, adding sets over the weeks, up to 5 sets, will transfer in being able to do an extra repetition, perhaps for all of the 3 sets. The other way, because here's the thing, you want to commit to increase volume in your workout. It's your responsibility. It's not only something that happens in your workout. You need to make it happen. So if you are stuck and you see that during the workout you cannot do more, you can add repetitions with an easier variation. So I'm doing, for example, chin-ups. Now I cannot do it anymore. I can jump up and do the negative. and jump up again and do the negative. Or I can use a band to add a few extra repetitions. And increasing the volume this way over time is going to translate in more strength to do the full set with the variation you're working on. In this case would be like pull-ups without assistance. In the other way that you've seen in my previous set would be just stopping for 10 to 15 seconds and add extra repetitions. Ah, 12. Whew. Ah, fuck. You know, like, I can feel it. I can feel how working on strength endurance, because keep in mind, like, I really don't, like, 15 repetition thing is not my thing at all. So it's a feeling that I'm not used to, but I see how it is more about really getting used to work on that fatigue and through that burning feeling than it is strengthening itself and your ability to do the repetition. So looking forward for this new journey, and I think I did now 12. Well, we write 12 plus 2, let's not count the last rep. Yeah, 45 chin-ups. I mean, that's a lot. That's not necessarily a joke. Should I do more? No, let's not push it today. Thanks for watching. If you're a vegan man looking to build muscle with calisthenics, I can help you with my CALIVEGAN program. I've helped more than 200 vegan men build muscle with calisthenics, and most of them, they just work out from home. I'll make sure to select the best exercises for your strength level, teaching you the technique and create a progression towards more advanced exercises over time. I will guide you with a diet plan that's going to help you develop a shredded physique with low body fat based on a whole plant-food diet, limiting the supplement to only B12, and organizing your day so you know in what portioning you should be eating different categories of food. I will get you access to me at all time to answer your question and check on your technique, and doing weekly check-ins to make sure that you're applying the systems I'm teaching you properly, and you get better and better on applying those methods, so you also have a long-term blueprint to keep getting results by yourself. So if you want help to build muscle as a vegan man with calisthenics and become that example of a vegan that breaks the weak vegan stereotype, go to my Instagram, Stefano, that's not me, stefanovegancalisthenics, and send me a DM saying CALIVEGAN, and we'll have a conversation about your goals. Now, please like, comment, let me know what you want me to talk about in this podcast. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go live for a long time still. It's going to be 4 months in total. I'm banned from doing live. And if you're Instagram, same thing. like, comment, share it into your story, and let me know what do you want me to talk about. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.